Before you watch this, I want you to scroll down right now and leave a comment about why you might be insecure in yourself or why you might feel inferior to other people. But anyways, let's get into the video. So, you have a bias that comes from movies and social media, TV shows, things like this, that makes you feel like other people, other men, are all much better than the average man is. Like you think the average man is inflated. So you might think 6 foot, fit, have abs, and a really great woman, all these things. You might assume the average guy is like this, but it's because you watch movies and all these big actors are just real handsome, they're jacked, and they obviously make a lot of money. And you see social media, you see all these big people on social media, or even just average people, like it was like Andrew Tate, obviously super tall, like 6'4", jacked, massive, and good at combat, good with women. You see people like Hamza, same thing, big, tall, all these things. And then you see the average person on like Instagram who's flexing cars or always traveling around, and it makes you feel like they have a lot of money or that that's the average person. But in reality, the only person who's going to be posting this is someone who's actually living that lifestyle. The people who are living like a normal lifestyle, just going to work, coming home, playing games, all these things, they're not going to be posting on social media acting like, because their life's boring. They're not going to show, like, it's always not entertaining, so people aren't going to watch it. So they're not going to go out and watch that. So you're only seeing the people who actually live these crazy lives, and then you have people who are faking it and making you feel like they live these lives that they actually don't, because they want to get views, they want to get status, they want to feel fulfilled from this, even though they're not actually living that way. And it sets a bad precedent in your mind where you think that most men are living like this, even though you're only seeing the people who want you to see this. You're not seeing the average man. So it inflates it in your mind, and you might be walking around Walmart and you're like 5'7", and you only see like the guys who are way taller than you, the girls who are way taller than you. Your mind doesn't pay attention to the people who are shorter than you. It's a bias that your brain has where it only picks out the things that it wants to see. So if next time you walk around, look around and notice the people who are shorter than you, who are fat, because you're probably thinking everybody's fit too. Notice people who are out of shape. You'll see little fat boy, fat man, fat woman, and you only really notice the guys who are in shape. You don't pay attention to these people who are fat because in your head, you don't care about them. You only care about people who you deem to be better than you. So you're only focusing on them. You think all these guys get a ton of girls as well, and you might be lonely if you don't have a girlfriend. I've been going to the gym for 6 years. And the whole 6 years, besides myself, I've only seen 2 other people approach a girl. Like, people aren't just going out and talking to girls. They don't have this confidence. You're probably feeling down about yourself because you don't have the confidence to go and talk to another girl, try to get a girlfriend. You probably think everybody else has these girlfriends because they're doing this. But remember, they're getting these girlfriends from dating apps, and maybe the girl approaching them. The amount of people you think that have the confidence to go up and talk to a girl is much lower than you think. Sometimes I've been going for 6 years, and I've only seen 3 people, including myself, approach a girl, and one's my brother too. So it's very uncommon for guys to do this. Women and men are both delusional from social media, movies, and TV shows. And women expect a man to be 6 foot, make $1 million, have an 8-pack. They're expecting this, and it's just a terrible place the world's in. It's delusional of them, and they're not gonna find this. So you don't gotta worry about like, oh, I'm this small guy. I'm also insecure. I'm 5'7". I don't have an abs yet, but let me tell you something. If you go to the gym once a week, you're better than 99% of the world. I want you to think of all these things in a term of like out of 100. Think about 1 in 100 men. Just think about 100 men. How many of them do you think go to the gym? Probably not even 1. Like, out of 100 men, it's probably less than 1, like a decimal. So if you're going to the gym 1 day a week, your fitness and health is probably better than over 99% of the world, over 99% of men. If you're dieting, your health's gonna be better than 99% of men. You follow a good diet, boom, 99% of men, top 1%. If you read a book 1 day a week, you're trying to acquire more knowledge than 99% of men. So if you meditate 1 day a week, you're more mindful than 99% of men. Because I'm telling you, 99% of guys, 99 out of 100 guys aren't doing this. So if you're doing this, you're on the route to be a top 1% man. You're not gonna be falling behind, and in your head you probably still are. You might be doing all these good things, but to you, in your head, everybody else is doing it too, or they're genetically better, whatever it is. You're just insecure and you're feeling inferior for no reason. You shouldn't be feeling this way. So I want you to adopt this mindset of no one is better than me. And typically in young men and just men in general, there's 2 types of people who they're typically intimidated by or fearful of, and it's successful men, or men that they deem to be more successful than them, and then beautiful women. So with successful men, the deal is, let's say we'll use you for example. Let's say you're standing here, right, in the middle of the street, and some guy pulls up in a Ferrari. Obviously, he's financially successful, right? And he walks over to you, and he's talking to you, and you might be a little shy. You might feel a little closed off and intimidated because he's clearly successful, right? Because he has a good car and he makes money. Well, what if you're better than him in so many other areas of life? Like this financial success that he's or visibly has is just one area of life. What if you work out and you have a great physique and he doesn't work out? Boom, that's one category you're better than. What if you follow a good diet? Boom, you're healthy. You're healthier than him. That's 2 categories. You see what I'm saying? And it keeps going. What if you read and you're acquiring knowledge? 3 categories. And then what if you're actively trying to build a business, or you're studying about sales, studying about business, and you're learning how to make money? And this guy just started before you. Why are you assuming he's better than you just because he got a head start or because he got a better opportunity than you? What if his money was suddenly given to him? What if he just so happened to get a good job opportunity and it skyrocketed him and he just got lucky? What if you had the same opportunity? Why are you assuming he's better than you? So go into meeting people like it's just any other person. You see the successful guy, talk to him like it's your best friend. Talk to him like it's fucking Freddie who still sucks his thumb down the road, 18 years old. Whatever it is, just imagine him being a normal person. Talk to him the same way you talk to anybody. Make him prove to you he's better. Don't just assume he's better. You're better than him until he proves to you that he's better than you. Don't just go into it assuming, oh, he's better than me. Always have this mindset that no man is better than you until you're proven wrong. And even if he does prove you wrong, that just gives you a reason to work even harder and become better than him. And now with women, beautiful women. Pretty much every guy is scared of beautiful women, right? And what you need to understand is that these beautiful women are just born this way. They won the genetic lottery. They got lucky from birth. They were born pretty. They grow up and they're still pretty. They were just got lucky. That's all it is. I want you to imagine there was a beautiful girl, right? You actually work up the courage to go talk to her, ask her on a date, and you end up getting a date with her. She's 10 out of 10. Really pretty, nice body, all this stuff. 10 out of 10. And you score a date with her. Now, you go on the date, and you're there, and you realize this girl just has no substance. Like, she sucks. She can't hold a conversation. She's not mindful at all, not present. She's just kind of distracted by everything. No good interests. Like, you can just tell that she's a low-quality woman. She's just super pretty, though. And you're sitting there carrying the conversation, and now you're like, okay, she's obviously really hot, so I'm still gonna try to sleep with her. You carry the whole date. You're just carrying. You carry the conversation. You're kind of hyping her up, whatever it is, and you're making her feel some attraction towards you. You get her back to your house. You sleep with her. Now here's the thing. She's obviously beautiful, right? She has a really pretty face, nice body, big tits, all this stuff that you find attractive. She's like your perfect 10 out of 10, and you sleep with her. You put in all this hard work, and she's just terrible at sex. Now she's pretty, she's good to look at, but she sucks at sex, and you put in all this work for this pretty woman, and you were intimidated by her from the start. From the beginning, you were intimidated by her just because she looks good, but she's got no substance. What you wanted was sex, and she sucks at sex. All of this goes together, and you're like, damn, why was I so scared of her? Like, I'm so much better than her. In all ways. No one's better than you, right? You're better than this woman. And you were so intimidated because she got lucky from birth. So stop being scared of pretty girls until they prove to you that they're not just pretty, they actually have some substance. And then even still, don't be scared of them, because you have substance too. If you're watching a video like this and you got this far, you probably have substance. You're probably in the gym. You're probably reading. You're probably meditating. All these things. So stop being intimidated by pretty women. Stop being intimidated by guys who you deem more successful. Always make them prove to you that they're better than you. And if they are better than you for some reason, if they are able to prove that they're better than you, that just gives you more reason to work. So live with this mindset that no one is better than you, and make them prove it. But yeah, if you're interested in this kind of content, I make videos about self-improvement and how I improve myself and how you can help improve yourself. And don't forget to go down and reply to your comment if you did leave one. And I'm curious to read your responses. But yeah, see you in the next video.